strange kid. I was slow to learn to write because I had so much to say and not enough words for it. I was like a caveman perhaps. All I could do was draw pictures on the walls because language had not been invented yet. But when I learned finally, I couldn't get enough of it. I would write all the time on the walls and the floors, and there were times I wished there was a pencil giant enough to write on the ceiling before I went to sleep. And I loved to fall asleep. You know why? Because in my sleep, the colors would never run dry, and I could have any color that I wished for, and the glitter would never fade and show up in my face the next day when I was looking in the mirror. But I had to look in the mirror the next day because I had to go to school. And like a slate dripped in water, my dreams would be wiped clean. I was still happy though. You see, I had a pen in my pocket. Stay in the lines! I still remember my English teacher screaming at me. My words were like prisoners escaping from a chain gang. They tried to run away from the margins and they tried to hide in this spine, and they were often not the people she was looking for because they told tales of kings and queens when there were more serious matters at hand. She got angry one day and she hit me on the hand. Pink turned to red as ruler met flesh with a sharp crack, but I never registered the pain because the caveman had discovered fire. I would write on my hands, I decided. And that day, I think I smiled so wide that it gave me a permanent mark. Right here in the left cheek. You see it? Close it. So, anyway. And then it began. I would write on my hands all the time. It would be my purpose here on planet Earth till I found the real one. I wrote stories. In a little folder in my mind lay 1,000 tales. Tales that had ended wars. Tales that had changed the world. Tales that I was proud of no matter how broken and fractured they were. They were my children, and these things are always inherited, aren't they? But I was growing up, you see. And I had tied to lines to stick to. I reluctantly started waking up from this little dream I had lived. Yawning and rubbing sleep from my eyes and hoping that 5 more minutes would have made so much of a difference and made me feel so much better. I couldn't write of kings and queens anymore. They all passed away, leaving dusty portraits that hung in the back of my mind in the room, the same room where I kept that folder about the stories I told you about. It wasn't so bad though. I bought a sort of castle for myself. I was a prince. I was working my way up to being king. I had a fine chariot too. It was called a Ferrari. But slowly the lines started making sense to me. I guess there are no pencils giant enough to reach the ceiling, and the glitter does fade away in a while and it shows up on your face the next day when you're trying to wash your face getting ready to go to the office. It does make sense. It makes as much sense as the dragons and fairies once did. I guess it's alright though. I'm at peace with myself now. The drink is strong, the food is good, the bills are all on time. I'm wearing a nice tailored suit, no slips of the pen, very well done. I'm wearing a really nice watch, although the days do seem really short. And I have a really nice pen that's as much as my first salary, although the only word in its vocabulary is my signature. There's just one thing I don't like though. There's one thing that makes me sleep half an hour later than I should every night, and I lay wide awake staring at the ceiling. My hands are always clean now.